So there's been some talk amongst family and friends that we may be facing into the world. This may be the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and this just may be it. We're just not we're not coming out of this. And I always say that with Obama, with them trying to get Biden in there, that a lot of people just want to go back to this age of respectability politics and all that. And I'm always talking about that's not going to happen. So I think it's only right to have this conversation with you guys about the end of the world, what that means. First of all, I don't talk about that. As I get older, I don't care what people think about me, but I want to be respected. When I was younger, it was the opposite. You know, when I was younger, I was the opposite. I wanted people to, I can show you my tea while I'm here, actually. All right. Turmeric powder. Got chewed up ginger in there, cut up ginger in there. Cayenne pepper. Black powder. No. Yeah, cayenne pepper, black pepper. I put some other kind of tea in there. Some herbal tea. I'll put a little honey in there too. Yeah. Been drinking on that. When I was younger, I didn't want leadership, but I wanted people to like me. As I've gotten older, I realized the path I'm living, you're not gonna be liked. Like me wearing a mask up there when I was dealing with people at work today, they're not gonna like you. They're under a state of emergency, and they don't understand why you're wearing respiratory protection. They don't get it. I should be wearing my gloves. I haven't been wearing those. I just now started carrying them in my bags. I get it. I want to be respected, but I know everybody's not going to like what I say and I do because they don't want to recognize reality and deal with reality. New end of the world. I remember the Y2K crisis. I remember the Mayan 2012 stuff, the blood red moon stuff. I think that was when I was on the road. Yeah, it was some kind of blood moon. They were talking about that's the end of the world. It wasn't. All them strange sounds in the sky. Nothing came of that. So I'm very careful to talk about boogeymen in the shadows and the end of the world and aliens. I'm very careful about that because I just feel that when we sit down and we talk about these things, we lose legitimacy. I have discussions on private. This is my private YouTube, but I feel like we have to be careful that everything's the end of the world. Honestly, we're overdue for a pandemic. And can I be honest with you? Coronavirus wasn't even as bad as I thought it would be. Let me explain. I spoke about how, as a prepper, that was my number one thing between possible pandemic and some sort of economic recession or whatever. And that's coming too. So I got both of them right. That was my thing. I didn't see no nuclear war, revolutionary war, none of that stuff. I don't believe that. If that happens, that'll be after the breakdown of society. That's not something that's gonna happen overnight. So, but some people always believe that they're gonna. No, that's not happening. That's folks that want that to happen. I need my little honey here. I feel as though it could be in the world. I'm looking at the numbers and stuff. It's quite terrifying. I'm not going to lie. It's a little terrifying. Look at creepypasta. Look at entertaining stuff like that. Look at Dark 5. And that's pretty creepy stuff. But just with the last couple months of watching what's going on, I don't need to watch entertainment to know what's coming bad. Really bad. And no one's ready for it. And people are looking at me funny for wearing my respirator. I should be wearing gloves. I should be wearing gloves. I should be wearing my goggles. My goggles came in here today. Oh, I want to show you guys something. I'll show it to you later. There's these pads that go in your mask. Mask ain't got here yet, but I got a bunch of N95 pads that you put on the sides of the mask. They came here already. There's a bunch of stuff I was buying off eBay that's been removed. Kind of weird. People have told me it could be that the U.S. government is blocking stuff from other countries. People have told me that this could just be, I thought it might have been stolen goods. That's what I first thought was, that this was some guy that stole hand sanitizer and gloves and stuff, and the police caught him, you know, because I thought about it. This could be stolen goods. So let me stay on subject. A little terrifying to know that people I'm around are not preparing. I don't even like to go down my stairwell without wearing a respirator mask. I don't feel like it's the end of the world. I just feel like the bill has come due, that they've kicked the can down the street since 2008. It's 2020 now. And now we've got to pay the piper. That's how I see it. But I'm just very careful about using these allegories or whatever of pestilence and plague and all that. There were people who thought Adolf Hitler was the Antichrist. You can look it up. There have been stuff in history people thought was the end of the world, and it wasn't. I'm sorry to say that we're going through some of the same shit that we've gone through throughout history, except we've got a bumbling idiot running the highest government in the land, highest office in the land, excuse me. And so it makes this really dangerous. I'm just very careful about that. I'm very careful about that. That throwing that in the world, you know, the Antichrist. That's I don't know. I'll leave it right there. Peace.